what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Y'all pull up, y'all pull up, y'all pull up. And just got back. Just snatched off my sweaty shirt and put on my other shirt so I can sweat in it. And let me pin this comment on YouTube real quick. If anybody pull it up, y'all say what's up in the chat so I can shout you out. When I finish pinning this comment on IG. When I finish pinning this comment on IG, y'all pull up on YouTube. I got it pinned now. Man, I don't know why I switched my shirt, man. I don't know why. I should have just left that other sweaty shirt on, man. I'd have put on a good shirt. What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody that's pulling up? Everybody that's pulling up. Y'all drop something in the chat so I can say what's up to you while we waiting on folk to pull up. I'm gonna go ahead and get the pleasantries out the way. For anybody that's on the replay, anybody pulling up for the first time, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. I get on Al Gore's internet every day at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and 5:30 p.m. 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And let me get my mic together, man. I ain't got my mic together. And just share my thoughts on the price action, man. I started out doing this Tim's Tidbit just to share my knowledge on the stock market. And I done shared just about everything I know. I done shared everything I know. But as I learn stuff, I come back on and I share some new stuff that I learned. But I just like to get on the internet every day and show people how a trader would do things, A lot of people inspire to be a trader / investor. So I just get on Al Gore's internet and I share with people because my sweetie told me, she like, Tim, people hear you talking about stuff. People hear you explain how to do it. It make a whole lot of sense why you saying it, but people don't know what to do. And I was like, you know what, baby, you're right. So I just get on the internet every single day and show people what I plan on doing that day, what price levels I'm looking for. If it do this why I'm gonna do it. If it do that, that's why I'm gonna do it. If the Fed say this, I'm gonna do this. If the Fed say that, I'm gonna do that. I want to see the market do this so I can do that. I just get on the internet and I share it for the free 99. If you like that right there, press that like button. It's somewhere around here. That's all I ask you to do. I ask you to get my hand right. Boop. It's either there or it's there on your iPad. It might be there, but hit the like button and hit the share button and share it with a cousin because we want as many cousins as possible to get this free information, man. Get it for the free 99. What's up, Mendez? What's up, Sonya? What's up, Michelle Tucker? Michelle Tucker is up in the building. Appreciate you for pulling up. Hey, I got a merch store. Y'all know what it is, the newtli.com. Go shop some merch if you want to support your boy on the merch tip. But let's get into it, man. How was y'all weekend? How was y'all weekend? My weekend was amazing. Did y'all pull up on Tim's Tidbit Takeover? We had a Tim's Tidbit Takeover this past Sunday. We didn't do like the what we expect for the next week. We did a Tim's Tidbit Takeover, and the homie Mo pulled up and broke down supply and demand trading. I'm not a supply and demand trader, so I learned a lot. I don't know if y'all learned a lot. I learned a lot. I learned how and why you draw the supply zones. I learned how and why you draw the demand zones. I learned how long you're supposed to keep them for when the zone good till when the zone is no more good. What constitutes a zone? I learned. I kind of was familiar with it. I knew they drew it based off of like the candle movement and all that right there, but Mo broke it down real nice, man. I learned a lot in that. Hey, they all related cousins, man. They all close first cousins, man. So it's always good to learn stuff from somebody else's perspective because, man, if you get lost in your own sauce and think you know it all, this market gonna chew you up and spit you out. What's up, Kashaya? Yes, Mo was great. I appreciate the Michelle. Appreciate you for pulling up. What's up, Brittany? Let's get into it, man. Let's look at the market. I came here early and I marked off some levels. That I want to see it hit. I'm just trying to get my Ninja Trader back opened up because I just got in from the park while I'm waiting for Ninja Trader to open up. Let's pull up Spotleen, where you at, baby? Hey, what is this? It look different. Okay, here I go. Spotleen about to gap up. I see the bulls are still bullish. Get out of here. I see the bulls are still. Hey, do my mic sound all right, man? I was looking at the video last night of me and Mo, and my mic was like mad low. What's up, Kwaku? What's up, Law? Brittany, what up, Zay? Shout out to homie Zay, man. If y'all ain't tapping into Zay stories, Hey man, Zay be dropping some gems, man. Zay be dropping some gems. Tap into his stories, man. What's up, Kashaya? Kashaya said, um, uh, oh, your dad tapped in. That's what's up. Your dad tapped in. I appreciate that. What's up, Deb? What's up, Chris? What's up, everybody pulling up, man? Spylene about to gap up. I see the bulls are still bullish. I came in here last night and I was looking at my Ninja Trader open now. I'll just tell y'all what I was looking at last night before we get into Spylene. It wasn't last night. I said last night, but this morning. I woke up this morning before we went running. I came in and looked at a few levels. As you can see, I marked off some divergence that I was looking at between the three indices. For anybody who don't know, I like to look at to see which indice is leading. For anybody that don't know, on the top of the divergence chart that I made, I got ES on the top, the NQ in the middle, the Dow at the bottom. And as you see, the Dow took the highs from the 8th. Let me make sure that's the right date I'm giving y'all, because I see it say the 8th at the bottom, but it's kind of scrunched up, so I want to make sure it's the 8th. Yes, the 8th. All three indices made a high on the 12 o'clock countdown on the 8th, right? And as you see, the Dow has taken those highs. The Dow took, and overnight, you can see the Dow was pushing up pretty much the strongest. The NQ and the ES had a gap up. The ES came back down, filled their gap. The NQ didn't quite fill its gap up. And then all three indices started pushing up. The Dow don't look like the Dow gapped up at all. No, the Dow didn't gap up. Oh yeah, the Dow did gap up. The Dow gapped up and it retraced back down and filled the gap. So all three gapped up. The Dow just didn't gap up as much. And then the Dow is leading strength-wise today. It led strength-wise overnight and is leading strength-wise today. And it also broke its high. So Dow already ran the highs from the 8th. So the NQ and the ES haven't run their highs yet. I really don't like when bullish runs like gap up and take off. I like for them to kind of retrace back a little bit. Let's see where we at. Let's see where we at first. Let's see. It may be just the momentum from Friday that's gonna keep pushing us up, but I really like to retrace and go up. Like downs, like drops. I like for them to just keep going. I like for them to keep going. If y'all pulling up on IG, pull up on YouTube so you can see the screen. I like for the drops to just drop. Like boom, like this right here. Like like when I tell you we was at the W in Atlanta and we got too close to the balcony. Splat. I like for the drops to just drop. You know what I'm saying? But I like for the uptrends to step. I like for them to go up, pull back, go up, pull back, go up, pull back. That's like healthy. That eliminates so much of a drastic drop when it does come back. If it just run up, that means it's got to fall off a cliff. You know what I'm saying? To balance everything out. That's why I like for it to go up, come down, go up, come down, go up, come down. Just keep inching its way higher. That's what I like. That's just my personal preference. Looking at where we at, we finna get a nice gap up. Now, mind you, we about to gap up $3. We about to gap. If we stay where we at now, we finna gap up $3 on the outside of this daily fair value gap that we traded back through. Right, we gap down. We got the gap up. The gap fill retracement. Boom. So we got the gap fill retracement. I left it on there because we were still kind of like dilly-dallying around it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I left it on there. But we already got the gap fill retracement on that. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this off. We was kind of dilly-dallying around it. That's why I left it there. Now, remember, this the middle of the road right here. Let me I shouldn't have deleted that. Let me undo that. I'll just use this. Right here. So I ain't got to try to redraw nothing. Remember, this the middle of the road. Right? Let's change the middle of the road back blue. We was using blue for the middle of the road, right? This the middle of the road, right? If the Bulls can cement in and, you know what I'm saying, go, because I'm thinking that this drop down right here gonna play out to be turtle soup. I'm thinking that's gonna play out to be turtle soup. Anybody that don't know what turtle soup is, go look at ICT videos. But the turtle soup is a false breakout to the bottom side. When you know what I'm saying, you in a range, you be in a range, like we've been in this range right here. Mine is a big choppy range. Like this right here is a nice, tight, consolidated range over here. We was in a nice, tight, consolidated range. But over here, it's just a big, choppy, ugly range. But we've been in the same range. See what I'm saying? Like this right here, we was ranging that same little area. And then like when we came here and started breaking down, like the Bears, I think the Bears got a little excited because we was coming down, baby, your street in the Range Rover, right? We was coming down. And when we broke down below this right here, because this was the area of contention. We could not get below this. This was the area of contention. See, we got here wicked up, got here wicked up, got here wicked up, got here wicked up, right? And then so when we got there the other day, it was going down. It looked like we was fun to go down, baby, your street in the Range Rover, boom, 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 and then let it go, shimmy, shimmy, cocoa pop. Listen to me now, right? But we didn't get that far. We came down and we popped back up. So is that gonna be like poop turtle soup? And we just gone back up? We'll see. But mind you now, we gapped up, didn't quite fill the gap. We didn't fill the gap up, bounced off the middle of the road, pushed back up. Now we're gapping up again, right? Are we going to retrace down and fill this gap, or are we just going to blast off and break this swing high right here, right? If we blast off and break this swing high right here, that'll be 1, 2 full gaps that we need to come back and take care of. You see what I'm saying? We starting to move too fast for my taste. I don't like, we moving too fast for my taste. I don't like moving because that's going to create a violent pullback. I'll take it. Come on, let's go. Let's break this swing high right here. Let's break this swing high right here. Let me see which swing high is the weekly. I think this is the weekly swing high. Let's check the weekly real quick. Let's go all the way up to the month. We didn't get a chance to do this yesterday. Shout out to homie Mo again. Mo came through, laced us up with some gizane. We didn't get a chance to do this. We're above the monthly close over here because we're above the middle of the road. The middle of the road was like the monthly close, the monthly low, the weekly low and high, the breaking structure, the downside breaking structure to the upside. It was all that stuff combined. So now we got a closure above that monthly low last week. The weekly high is going to be this one here from the 27th. So it's the high from the 27th. What's going to be the weekly high? That's going to be the Bulls stamping they efforts in the game on the weekly level. So that's the level that I was watching. Yeah, the one on the 27th, the 393.16 is coming back to me now. 393.16. That's the level that I'm watching to see if we break above that, or if we break above that, the Bulls saying, "Hey, we here." If we close above that, the Bulls saying, "I'm ready to play. Let's get it. Let's get it. I'm ready to play. Let's get it." Like I say, y'all already know how I like to do when I'm bullish. I like to get a little retracement, right? I like to get a little retracement and then take off. That's just how I like to trade it, but I'll take whatever they give me. But since I like to get a retracement, since we gapping up here, I don't want to come this far. Since we gapping way up, I would have preferred to open down here, go back, and then go up. I would have preferred that. But since we gapping up, let's just take care of this gap and then push back up. Since we bullish overnight, bullish all day today, and we about to gap up, give me a little retracement down, fill this, and then push back up. You know what I'm saying? That's what I really want. But the way it's trading, it's looking like we're going to gap up, maybe come down, touch this wick right here at 386, 87, and then start pushing back up. That's just the way it's looking like it's going to trade based off what I saw on the ES so far. But Spotline about to gap up. almost $3. Let's look at the ES to see what it did overnight. Who that say gap and go? Michael said gap and go. Good morning, Sanjay. Good morning, Odie. What's up, O? I ain't seen you in a minute. What's up? Here to learn and share. The end of the month is going to be crazy. Keep your head on a swivel. Hey, Zay dropping gems. Your mic sounds nice. Check one. I appreciate that. I ain't make it too hot, did it? I was turning it up. I hopefully I ain't make my mic too hot. When I was looking at the video with me and what's up, Christopher? What's up, Red? Gap and go. Did I put that up? Gap and go, go, go. When I looked at the video of me and Mo, my mic was like way lower than his. Okay, these some levels that I marked out last night. I marked out well, I keep saying last night, but this morning. I marked out this fair value gap right here up under the midnight. I marked out this fair value gap that we have come and taken right above the London. We've come and taken that fair value gap of the London. It was all of these are 60-minute gaps. The green gaps on my screen are 60-minute fair value gaps. Right? The green rectangles. We are back inside this weekly fair value gap. That big blue area that I got on there, if I scrunch this down like this right here, you'll see that that's a weekly fair value. It probably ain't loading enough. It ain't loading enough data on this 60-minute. But we're back inside this weekly fair value gap. We had got into it over here back on the 8th. We had got into it back on the 8th. That's the highs that the Dow already ran, but the NQ and the ES has not run yet. So the Dow already took that buy side liquidity, and they're coming back. They haven't come back down. Yep, they came back down. They testing that breaking structure right now. They consolidating right at the top of that breaking structure right now on the Dow. So these are 60-minute fair value gaps that I marked out. All the green ones. We've come down and we went through one, and we kind of flirting with the top of it right now. This fair value gap right here. Thought I heard something. We at the London right now. So the new overnight low is 38.90. We matched that on the 8:45 candle. We made it on the 8:30 candle, and we matched it on the 8:45 candle. So the new overnight low is 38.90 equal low. So I'm gonna mark that. I'm gonna mark that as the first sell side stop that I'm looking at as of now. 38.90 on the 8:30 candle. God dog it. What was that? Oh man, I didn't hit copy. Got Tim's Tidbit on there. Thought I hit copy. All right. So that's the first sell side that we got right there. The next spot would be down here to this. We do got a low right here, but that's so close to the 12 o'clock and this fair value gap right here. I'm not even gonna bother marking that. If we start coming down that low, I'm looking at the midnight open at 38.80.75, and then into this fair value gap right here. If we start pushing that, I'm not even worried about this little consolidation right here. I mean, if we go there and retrace back, that's fine. If that's the liquidity they looking for right there, that's fine. But I ain't gonna bother marking that if we do continue to push down. Just noticing we got a strong 15-minute breaking structure right here, right? So be mindful of that. We got a 15-minute breaking structure combined with a 15-minute fair value gap that we flirting with the bottom of right now. So be mindful of that. and that's a 15-minute breaking structure to the downside. So be mindful of that. We're flirting around the bottom of it right now. $15-minute. A lot of times I kind of like to just kind of watch on Mondays to see what the market gonna do, unless it's like A plus setup for me to try to take a day trade. But I kind of like to watch and see what the market want to do. I like to try to let it play out overnight. We got a breaking structure right here. Let's see if it's a breaking structure on the 60-minute too. At 18:15, we first opened up after the gap up. After the gap up, right here. So on the 60-minute level, we broke out of this consolidation here, broke structure here, got a closure. That's the first fair value gap after that breaking structure right there. So we don't have a fair value gap after the breaking structure here. All right, on the 15-minute. On the 15-minute, we gapped up. We close to this structure break right here to the upside. But remember I said we had breaking structure here. We came back, filled this fair value gap right there on the 60-minute. I can go ahead and take that out because we got the gap fill and the retracement on that. I'm going to go ahead and delete that off. We got the gap fill and retracement on that fair value gap that I marked out. We touched the London. We kissed the London. And we acting like we're trying to make our way back up. But let's see if this breaking structure to the downside is really going to push us down to take care of some of these gaps right here. Keep that in mind. If this fair value gap fail, meaning we get us a closure above it and keep pushing up and break these highs, then I'll be looking for reasons to go long off of this leg right here. Again, if this fair value gap fail, we get a closure above it, and we come up in here and break these highs above 3909.50. Let me go ahead and mark that. I'll go ahead and mark that. 3909.50. Then I'll be looking for reasons to buy off of that leg. If we push up past our fair value gap fail, and we get a closure above 3909.50, I'll start looking for reasons to buy. What am I looking for? Green. And then what time is that? The 5 o'clock candle. And then the market opening in 7 minutes. I think that's it. If y'all got anything, start putting in the chat, cause that's all I got right now. I'm gonna recap real quick, and then I'm gonna look at the chat. Okay, so right now we've been super bullish all night. We gapped up over here, and we've just been on a tear. We gapped up right here on Sunday night, then overnight. Sunday night we kind of consolidated. And then at midnight, we consolidated a little bit more, and then we took off. We never even revisited Sunday night's trading after we went into after midnight. We consolidated a little bit up until like 1:30, and then we took off. So we've been super bullish overnight. We consolidated Sunday night, and then after midnight, we been super bullish. Now we retracing back. We've gotten back to the London Open, and we've bounced off the London Open again. Like I say, if this fair value gap hold, right, then if this fair value gap hold and we sell back down and get a closure below 38.90, right, I'm gonna be looking for it to come down to this fair value gap right here below the midnight open, minding that this fair value gap, this weekly fair value gap, been acting as support. If you look at us from 11:30 last night, once we got a closure above the bottom of this weekly fair value gap, it's been acting as support. We've just been sitting on it. That's what we consolidated at last night, and then we pushed up. So mind you, if we start coming down, it's gonna take a lot to bust through this right here, the bottom of that fair value gap, to get into that. It's gonna take a lot, cause it was a lot of loans accumulating right there. It was a whole lot of loans accumulating there, cause it stayed there for a good little while. It stayed there from 11:30 up until 1:30. Well, that 2 hours. It stayed there for 2 hours before it started pushing up. And then but if we get a closure above this, and I mean, if we get a closure above this, if this fail, I'm gonna be looking for it to take 3909.50. And if we get a closure above 3909.50, then I'll be looking for reasons to buy and go longer. But if we take 3909.50 and don't close above it, then I'm gonna be looking for a setup to maybe retrace and take care of some more gap work down here. But be safe, man. Play it by ear. Those the levels I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking for this morning. Let me see what y'all talk about in the chat. As customary, man, I'm gonna put the link in the chat if anybody want to pull up and ask anything. If anybody want to pull up and share something that I might have missed on the chat, pull up. I mean, on the chart, pull up. If anybody want to pull up and share their ideas of what they think the day gonna bring. If you want to ask me a question, this your opportunity to get your free one-on-one. Today starts the 2-week trial of the 101s. We're doing a 2-week trial of the 101s for the folk that been asking for the 101. The link in the bio, you can go schedule the 101. We're doing a 2-week trial. If don't nobody book none, or if people start getting on my nerve, out of there. This your opportunity to pull up and ask you questions for the free ski. Yo, OTB, you slip on. Okay. That's your main strategy. There you go, Stacks. I brought them on just for you, Stacks, even though you don't like Chick-fil-A sauce. Do you include breakers in your A+ setup? I'm still if I haven't mapped out my breaker or mitigation block setup yet. I just practiced it, but it just depends on whatever setup. The breaker don't make it an A+. The confluence of the different what's the word I'm looking for? Agreements. I don't know. It's just the compound and confluence, like 50% retracement, fair value gap, breaking structure, all lining up in the same spot. That's what make it an A+ setup for me. You know what I'm saying? Like it being a breaker don't make, like if it's a breaker trade, it's got to be a breaker, that's in the discount, that's right at a fair value gap. That's, you know what I'm saying? It's like it all got to pile up on top of each other. Excuse me. If it's like the liquidity run reversal, right? A+ setup on the liquidity run reversal is a breaking structure. Okay, boom. Let me show you right here. Let me go to the chart. Let me share it again, cause I be losing myself, right? So let's just say I'm looking for a trade for the liquidity run reversal, right? Boom. We came up, we consolidating right here. Let's say this was our this top. I ain't sharing the screen. Let's say this peak right here was my liquidity line. Boom, we got into the liquidity pool. We swimming. We made swing low, we made a swing high. We broke the swing low with authority, right? The very next candle, we made a fair value gap, right? So now, what would make this an A+ setup is, right, if we retrace back inside this fair value gap, right there, like the breaking structure where we broke the fair value gap, and if this right here was 50%, come on, this price leg right here, boom, that's 50%. That will make that an A+ setup. You see what I'm saying? Because I got my breaking structure with authority. I got my fair value gap on the next candle. The discount is right at the fair value gap, right at the breaking structure. You know what I'm saying? That would make it an A+ setup, because all that stuff stacking on top of each other is, you know what I'm saying, lining up. That's what makes it A+ to me, not the fact that, oh, this is a breaker, or oh, this is that. If I'm looking for a breaker trade, then if this was the breaker right here, then the breaker lines up with this fair value gap, lines up with the 50%, lines up with the bearish thesis, lines up with the bearish narrative, then that'll make it an A+ setup. You know what I'm saying? But if the narrative bullish, if the what's the name, if the bias is bullish, you know what I'm saying, but the setup is bearish, then the setup may be there, but it won't be A+ because it's going against the narrative, it's going against the bias. You know what I'm saying? Like everything got to line up for it to be an A+ setup. If I made that clear. Hopefully I ain't it confuse you like I be confusing myself. Hey there, go to Jam Spylean. Oh, they go to Jam Spylean. Oh, okay. Okay. The 8 a.m. candle closed below the fight zone, making the direction bullish. It can retrace to the fight zone level, then push down heavy. Hold up, close below the fight zone. If it closed below the fight zone, wouldn't that be bearish? I don't know. I can't. The fight zone. I can't remember the. I ain't studied that in a minute, but I gotta think about that for a minute. 3910 is also equilibrium. Y'all know I be late on these comments, so I be lost sometime when I be reading it. Have a great day, Rhonda. Got to say ya. Oh yeah, bearish. Okay, bearish. Okay, yeah. No problem, Kashaya. You need help learning ICT? Go to ICT 2022 mentorship. We pushing through. I was just about to say we pushing through that fair value gap. As soon as I said it, we wicked back down. The counter was way up here. As soon as I said we pushing, and I said, see, we pushing, and it wicked back down. But it looked like it's trying to push through this fair value gap right here. It looked like it don't want to respect it, but let's see what it do. Let's see where we get our closure at. If you need help with ICT concepts, who that is? My nephew named DeAndre. What's cracking? Go to youtube.com, right? Go to youtube.com. Go to ICT channel, the Inner Circle Trader. This is what his channel look like right here, right? You want to go to his playlist and you want to go look at 2022 ICT mentorship. If you look at this playlist right here, right, the first one is just an introduction, but episodes 2 through 13 at a minimum, right? 2 through 13 at a minimum will get you to glory. It'll teach you everything you need to know to learn how to trade the ES. You know what I'm saying? You're only going to get one setup, but that's all you need is one. If you look at, just look at all the videos, because all the videos included, it starts showing you like, you know what I'm saying, different trades he took and all that. But like from 2 through like 13 or 14 or something like that, that's when he doing the teaching. You know what I'm saying? That's when he doing the teaching. But if you want to learn ICT concepts, it's all broke down real simple. Everything you need to know. You don't need to try to get everything he teach. If you look at this 2022 mentorship, just look at these videos. You'll have everything you need to know to learn how to trade. And if you, since I believe you new here, because I ain't never seen that name before, I use ICT concepts to watch the ES to make my SPY and SPX options trades. Because the SPY and SPX, they move tick for tick with the ES. So now you got on the best of both worlds. I'm trying to understand breakers more because of Lex and PDub first live, but I get confused. Yeah, I get confused too. But the only thing I can tell you, Kashaya, like just like anything else, it's got to match the narrative. Everything got to match the narrative, because you can go in and make a breaker be anywhere you want it to be. Because the only thing that constitutes a breaker is technically, what technically constitutes a breaker is, let me see here. You want to make, you needed to make a low, like right here. See, anything can constitute a breaker, right? But it's got to fit the narrative, right? Because only thing you need to do is make a low. I'm gonna come here. You just need to make a low, right? Make a low, make a high, right? I ain't gonna be able to do it there because it don't go low enough. But let's come to this one here. Let's come to this one over here. A low. Boom. Make a low, right? Once you make the low, you make a high, right? You make a lower low, right? And then you make a higher high, right? And then right here in the middle, whichever candle in the middle right there that made that higher high, that candle would be the breaker, no matter what color it is. But you can, it's like you can go in and find a breaker on any level. Yeah, I mean on anything. You can just go in and find it. But it's all about making it fit the narrative, understand the narrative, understand the bias, you know what I'm saying, and then look for the setup. If it's fitting in the narrative, if it's fitting in the bias, then that's when you start going in and looking at, okay, we just ran liquidity and now we selling back down. Boom. Okay, we ran liquidity and we selling back down. We selling back down and we hit liquidity to the bottom side. Okay, boom. Let's walk out a story. Right? This can kind of be a way to like kind of help you in your mind think about anything, not just breakers, but we just using breakers as the thing, because that's what we talking about, right? So just say, let me get me a line. Hold on. I'll make a line right here, right? Then I'll make another line right here. Get there, line. Line up, line. God dog it. I got my snap on, so this line acting stupid. If y'all need to go trade, y'all go ahead. God dog it. Where did my line go? If y'all need to go trade, y'all go ahead and go trade. I'm just about to try to make this make sense. God dog it. I don't know what I did. Rick Owens, New Balance. I must got this date wrong or something. Oh, it is. That's what's wrong. I'm like, man, I know I ain't tripping. Okay, I'm going crazy now. Oh my God. Oh my God. Get out of here, line. Get out of here, line. It's driving me crazy. Thank you. Cheese and rice. Okay. Let's say okay, let's say we came up and we came up and boom. Let me turn this snap off. Let's say we came up and we ran this right here. We ran liquidity above this right here, right? Boom. We just ran liquidity. All right. So we ran liquidity and we ran it and then we wicked back down. So let's make this a dash line, meaning we ran it, but we didn't get a closure above it, right? We ran it, but we didn't get a closure above it. That's what the little dashy dash mean, right? And so since we didn't get a closure above it, that means we gonna come back down. So we started coming back down. We didn't get it. We wicked up, but we coming back down now, right? So boom. So we came up, boom. We came down, boom, right? So we coming down. We making a low there, right? We made our low there, right? And then so we came up. We make a high. Let's just take the high back to where we broke the structure right there, right? Boom. We made a high, right? And then we come back down. We make a lower low, right? We come down here. We don't run them lows, but we make a lower low below this right here. So we made a low. We came up here. We ran liquidity. So we ran liquidity, but we didn't close up there. So we got with the bullish narrative, we got a bullish bias. I forgot to say that part, right? So y'all know how I feel when we go above liquidity, but we wick back down. That's the market saying, I want to go that way, but not quite yet, right? So we wicked up, and then we didn't close up there. So we came down, we made a low, right? We came back up, we made a high, right there where we wicked up, right? We came down, we made a lower low, running these lows under here, right? And then we come back here. We didn't take this liquidity down here. We took this liquidity. We sold down. We didn't take this liquidity, but we took the liquidity under here, right? Then we come back up and we make a higher high, running above that, and get our closure. We got our closure above the what's name now. Now the market saying I'm ready to go, right? This right here would constitute a tradable breaker for me now. This area, whatever color this candle is, no matter if it's red or green, boom. Now that candle is the breaker for me, right? So now, what would make it an A plus setup, right? It's a breaker. What would make it A plus setup? On this price leg, let's push it on up. Boom, let's do that, right? This price, let's say this price leg went all the way up there. Now, when we come back, what will make this an A plus setup, right, is that this is a breaker, right? This is a breaker in the discount area, right? In the discount area, and there's a fair value gap right here. And give me another triangle. On this price leg right here, we got us a fair value gap right there. Boom. So in the narrative was biased. The narrative was bullish. The bias was bullish. We ran liquidity, but we didn't stay up there. So it's saying I want to go this way, but not quite yet, right? We made a lower low. We made a low, a high, a lower low, a higher high, right? That's just to make this a breaker. Now, this breaker is set at a discount right at a fair value gap, aligning with the bias of the market where we took liquidity up and then, but we didn't go that way yet. We came down, did some work, and now we blasting off. So all of that's bullish movement, bullish bias, bullish narrative, 50% discount or more, fair value gap lining right up with the breaker, A plus setup. Hopefully I ain't confuse nobody. But and it just say if I wasn't looking for a breaker, I'm not looking for a breaker. I'm looking for a liquidity run reversal. Same thing. Hit the liquidity pool, made a swing low, made a swing high, made a swing low, broke the swing high. Pew! Fair value gap right there at the discount. Trade back to it. Let's say this not even a breaker, right? This ain't even a breaker. Let's bring this up right here. Well, we're not even making it a breaker. Put this back here like this right here. Boom, we're not even making it a breaker. And so I ain't got to move everything. I'm just going to leave this all down here like this. Yeah, there you go. We're not even making it a breaker, right? The fair value gap right here. The 50% discount right here. We got in the liquidity pool. Make swing low, swing high. Broke the swing high with authority. 50% discount or more. Fair value gap right there at the 50%. A plus setup on the liquidity run reversal. That's it. That's all I got on that. What the market doing? Let me see what the market doing. Hopefully I was able to clear that up for you, Kashaya, or anybody else that had that same question. That's what I be looking for on my setups. It don't matter if I'm looking for a breaker, if I'm looking for a breaking market structure retracement. It looked like we came back down and revisited close to the London again, but we didn't take the sell side liquidity and we pushed back up. It's looking real bullish right now, but we not taking sell side and we not taking buy side. So the market acting real iffy right now. See this fair value gap trying to fail This fair value gap trying to fail. We came really, really far past it. And then we came really, really far down this way. You know what I'm saying? It kind of looked like they trying to shake everybody out. They trying to shake everybody out. They shook some people out up here. They shook some people down. Especially, let's look at the lower time frame. Some 5-minute people got busted in their face. I know. Let me see. Nah, ain't nobody get busted in their face on the 5-minute yet. Yeah, they ain't take no liquidity on neither side. Some people got real scared. Some people butt cheeks got real tight. But ain't nobody get taken out yet. The market just playing with us right now. It's just playing with us right now. It's still bullish. It's still bullish because it's totally disrespecting this breaking structure right now. We done got a closure above the breaking structure. We wicked really high. We came back down looking pretty. If you were scapping, I hope you took some profit off of this breaking structure scap right here, because we totally disrespecting this breaking structure right now. It really don't care about it. It's trying to keep pushing up. That's what it's acting like, but it's not taking any highs yet. The market just toying with us right now. Let's look at the Dow and the NQ. Looking at the way, okay, the Dow just kind of consolidating, the NQ kind of consolidate. Everybody just consolidating right now. Everybody's still consolidating on the 60-minute level. Yeah, everybody's still consolidating on the 60-minute level. The NQ and the ES is not really trying to run and break those same highs that the Dow has already broken. Everybody just kind of consolidating right now. I swear it's trading like it's a news day. Let's look at the economic calendar. I didn't see anything. I forgot to do that this morning. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't think it's nothing on the calendar today, though. Oh, man, y'all couldn't see no screen. Ain't nobody. Appreciate that here, Alerted Shell. I was looking the wrong way. Y'all couldn't see no screen. I'm just running my mouth. Y'all couldn't see no screen. Yeah. Ain't nothing. Let's look at Forex Factor to see if it's something coded a different color on the currency side for the US. Nah, ain't nothing. Ain't nothing coded a different color on the currency side. Ain't nothing. It's just, man, I guess it's just lackluster. Oh, let me see if Country Wayne will put that new video out. Oh no, he still ain't putting that out yet. Y'all be up on Country Wayne. I be up on them skits be having me. I be watching. Sometimes it be take too long. Spalene act like she trying to do a gap and go. I really don't like this. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't like it. I don't want the gap and go. I don't want the gap and go. I want to pull back a little bit in the beginning of the week and then push up. Pull back a little. What I would take today, since we gapped up like this right here, what I would take today is just a small range day today, right? A pullback tomorrow to fill this gap up, and then a push up to finish out the week. I'll take that. But I don't want to just gap and just take off and leave all these gaps down here, man. I appreciate y'all saying about the screen, man. I messed up. Yeah, it's just chopping right now. Yep, nothing going on the whole week. Who got earnings? Who earned? Let's go see who got earnings this week. I think some earnings come out this week. Earnings Whispered. EarningsWhispered.com. Today, Bank of America did they report before market? Yeah, Bank of America report. All these reported before market. Bank of America, slight miss on earnings. A beat on revenue. Goldman Sachs beat on earnings and revenue. Growth down. Revenue down. They beat, but it's down, so they did better. They didn't do as bad as expected. You see what I'm saying? Because they down is down 48%, down 10%, but they surprised 10% and 30%, so it wasn't as bad as expected. You see what I'm saying? Charles Schwab beat on both. Um, who else reported that I care about? IBM. Oh, that's aftermarket. IBM not reporting to aftermarket. Who reporting tomorrow? Johnson & Johnson reporting tomorrow before market. Before market open, Johnson reporting Lockheed Martin, who cares? Citizens Financial Group. Who else in the morning? Then aftermarket. Netflix reporting tomorrow. Aftermarket. Uh, that's an important one. Netflix is an important one tomorrow. Netflix that's starting them tech names. Netflix is the beginning of the tech names. The tech names usually go aftermarket, so I'm just gonna look at aftermarket. Tesla on see that Wednesday. Tesla is Wednesday. Netflix start them tech names. Tesla Wednesday. Um, that's the biggest. That's the biggest factor on Wednesday. Thursday, um, American Airline. That's travel. That's travel. Um, AT&T. That's them throwback staples. Dow Chemical. Blackstone on Thursday. Friday. Who reporting Friday? Twitter. Twitter reporting on Friday. Who cares? All the action with that is the Elon Musk stupidity. Verizon. Schlumberger. Yeah, so Netflix and Tesla, the biggest ones for this week. Twitter, that all that, that's with the Elon foolishness moving Twitter more than anything. So Netflix and Tesla, the biggest ones for this week. Johnson & Johnson, this week. We had some banks today that already reported. Yeah, man. Yep. Tesla on Wednesday. Google split today. Was it today Google split? I think it was today Google split. What's today Google split? Yep, today was Google split. Google is $113 a share now. Google is $113 a share. Let me shrink this in a little bit. Look at a weekly. Looking at a weekly on Google. Reset, please. Reset. Okay, looking at a weekly on Google. This the 2020 high is down here at $70 something. The 2020 high is at 76.54. Like before COVID, the pre-COVID high was 76.54. We got down here, we felt this, wicked up off of it. Still kind of consolidating in this area. We got a nice fair value gap right here. We got some equal lows up under there. We got some nice equal lows up under there, up under that 99.51. This area right here look like it's gonna be some contention. I like Google at. If Google get down to like $96, I might add some of this to my mama portfolio. If Google get to $96, I like it at 96. Right here. I like Google right here. I like Google right there. What's that? 95.58. Yeah. I like Google at $96. If Google get down to $96, I'm gonna put some of that in my mama portfolio. I'm gonna start scaling in. If Google hit $96, I'm gonna start scaling in for my mama portfolio. I like Google there. Just looking at the charts, how it's trading. I like Google there at 96. So I start scaling in at 96. Um, if not, if not, I'll take it on a buy. If Google don't get down to 96 and it make a bottom right here and it start pushing back up, I'll take anything coming back to this consolidation as a buyable pullback. But right now, where Google at, I'll start scaling in at 96 the way it's trading. I'll start, based off the market, how we trading right now, because we still bearish in the market. So I'm looking for downside possibilities. I'll start scaling it at 96. But if the market if Google make this a bottom and start pushing back up, anything pulling back to this area would be a buyable pullback, and I'll add it to her portfolio around anything on them pullback back to this area. But as of right now, that's where I like it at, $96. Yep, that's where I like it at. But yeah, Google did split. What else y'all got? Oh, we say maybe if we take the low candles close and the high candles close. What that is? What we talking about over there? On which one? On what ticker you was talking about? That Michael? What ticker you was talking about with the candles closed? I be late in the chat, man. My sweet ain't here to pop it up on time for me, so I be missing stuff, man. Well, we been on here 56 minutes. Mama. Hey, look here, man. I've been on here 57 minutes. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me, man. Hey, we go. Let me see what the ES doing real quick before I get out of here. Still doing nothing. Still Chop City. Chop City, chop City chick. Chop City, chop City chick. It's still disrespecting this fair value gap. Still disrespecting this breaking structure. The Bulls seem to be in control. Look like they just gonna do a slow chop up. But hey man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in with me, man. I appreciate y'all for sticking around this long. If y'all like this, man, y'all hit the like button. Let me see how many likes I got, man. Let me see how many likes we got, cause this will help other cousins see it. This will help other cousins see the video by people liking it, and by people liking it. This will help other cousins see it. Get out of here, Ad. 28 likes. We still got 48 people on here. Y'all hit the like button before we get out of here, man. Y'all, let me hit it myself. Y'all hit the like button before we get out of here, and then hit that share button right there so some other cousins can get this information. I appreciate y'all. I see Here to Learn and Share say I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Wait a minute. Somebody said something. Not sure if it's correct. Need to watch ICT video again. What did I miss? What did I miss? I saw it on YouTube. I saw the comment on YouTube. Michael, come back tonight at 6:30 and re-ask the question. I'm sorry, I missed it. But I'm about to go eat me some Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all know what it is. I'll see y'all at 6:30 tonight for the price action recap. Gone.